What's up, KC? This is activist Alonzo Washington, the KC crime fighter. I talked to you all over the weekend through my blog and on YouTube, and I asked you to pray for the shooting victim that was involved in the 27th and parallel shooting. Well, unfortunately, it turned into a homicide. The girl was only 16 years old. Her name was Robiana. Let me take a look at it. Griffin. And I'm just trying to let you all know that this is senseless. This is why I stand out in my community, trying to get people to come forward, trying to get brothers to stop the gunfire, the pow pow, the bang. That's not how we resolve our differences. You know, some of you all might have been reading my blog, and I have people bash me all the time. They talk bad about me. I got a lot of people who don't like me. Got a lot of nemesis. But I'm not going to resort to violence. I'm not going to pick up a gun. So I'm saying to all of you all out there, let's stop this madness. Now, in Robiana's case, this was a feud between two cousins. She was just going to get a dress for her birthday. She got caught in between this gunfire, and now we have a 16-year-old girl who was trying to turn her life around, dead. That's not the way to go. All right? Arguments. Too bad. It's a shooting. I hate this kind of stuff. All right, on the other update, we had a double shooting in Kansas City, Missouri. Another double shooting that took place over the weekend, and it was two other shootings in KCK. It was a shooting at the Firelight Lounge in that area by the Snack Pack. I call it Crime Alley because there's so much crime that takes place there. And then also in 10th and Brighton, there was another shooting in KCK. So it's been two shootings since the one on 27th and parallel. So 3 shootings over the weekend. Then we turn around Monday and there's another shooting. Remember what I said about the multiple shootings? Triples, doubles, quadruples. Well, on Monday we had a quadruple shooting in Kansas City, Missouri that resulted in another homicide. What was it about? Let's see if you can remember. Let's guess. Audience. Nobody got the answer. An argument. Another argument causes bloodshed on the street. Alright? People shooting. Some of the thugs had AK-47s. They had body armor. They had all this stuff. But what did they do wrong? These morons are slaves to fashions. They had baggy pants on. Now, I've read on my blog, if you read it, I've written on my blog that, you know, these criminals, these hardcore thugs that are down and they hard and they thugs and all this kind of stuff, why do they wear baggy pants? When you wear these baggy pants and you run from the police, you're already gonna be caught. You're gonna trip over your pants. In this shooting, there was a young man on the news, Channel 4, with his pants to the ground, down to his feet. Very stupid, very dumb. I don't advocate anybody shooting anybody, becoming a criminal and all that stuff, but if you're gonna do that stuff, you might want to pull your pants up, because when you start running, the police are gonna catch you. And I'm glad they did catch you. Another homicide, another quadruple. We're gonna have to do something about this because there's so much violence going on and it's not even warm yet. All next week is going to be warm, and it really grieves me and makes me afraid of how much bullets are going to fly, how much bloodshed is going to be. We're going to have to come to a appeasement, whereas we can resolve these differences that we have without picking up guns and shooting one another and blowing each other away. And lastly, I want to talk about my girl, the real baddest chick, the hard gangster out there on the street that's been evading the police for 6 months, Shantae Henderson. There's been some information that she may be in the Loop, St. Louis, baby. She may be down there kicking it by the arch. If you see her, you might want to report her, or you might want to have her give me a call. For all these people out here that have the police looking for you, you might want to resolve this without gunfire, without being shot. If you have a side and you wasn't accused, Shantae, the guys who shot at the young man and ended up killing Robiana, if you want to turn yourself in, you can call me at 913-321-6764. Wherever you are, you can give me an email, omega7toys@aol.com, or at my MySpace page, MySpace/Alonzo_Washington. You know, email me a tip. There's no need for you to run if you can't get away. Now, Shantae's been pretty good at what she's doing, but she may not last forever. So if you feel like you're tired of running, you can give me a call. I'm going to try to do some things to get this information out and try to get tips in. But if you don't talk, criminals walk. And also to everybody out there, we're trying to stop the violence. Please, please, if you have a fight, if you have an argument, go somewhere else. Don't pick up a gun and kill your brother. Don't do it. Peace.